Good day, everyone. Welcome to our panel discussion on the topic Is religion a source of discord and distrust into this world? But before we begin our panel discussion, allow me to introduce to you our four panelists with us today. Our first panelist is John. He is a Christian and he believes that religion can bring people together and promote peace. However, he also acknowledges that some Christians have used religion to justify hatred and violence towards others. And our second panelist is Alan. Alan, welcome, Alan. He is a Muslim, and as you can see him, his attire. And he believes that Islam is a religion of peace that teaches respect for other religion and promotes justice and equality. He also recognizes that some Muslims have used religion to justify acts of terrorism and violence, but he believes that this is a misinterpretation of the faith. Now, our third panelist today is Martin. Welcome, Martin.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, he is an atheist and he believes that religion is often a source of discord and distrust into this world. And he thinks that religion has been used throughout history to justify wars, discrimination, and other forms of oppression. However, he acknowledges that religion can provide comfort and hope to individuals. And our fourth panelist is Sam. Sam, welcome, Sam. Sam believes that the rule of religion in society can be both a source of unity and division, depending on how it is practiced and interpreted, each with their own perspective and on the issue. Dear friends, in this panel discussion, our goal is to have a respectful and productive discussion about this complex and sensitive issue. Whether religion is a source of discord and distrust into this world. Some argues that the religion divides people and creates conflicts, while others believe that religion can bring people together and promote peace. Now, at this juncture, our panelists will offer their own perspective or their insights on this issue. Let me begin with John. John, what do you think? What is your take?
Thank you, sir, for having me. As a Christian, I believe that religion can bring people together and promote peace. Christianity teaches us to love our neighbors and treat others as we would like to be treated. Many churches and Christian organizations are involved in humanitarian work, such as providing aid to the poor and the sick. However, I also recognize that some Christians have used religion to justify hatred and violence towards others. In those cases, it is not religion itself that is the problem, but rather the people who use it to advance their own agendas.
Thank you, John, for such
Welcome, sir.
wonderful opening statements. Now, Alan, as a Muslim, what do you think? What could you give us your opening statements?
Thank you, sir. As a Muslim, I believe that religion is often misunderstood and misrepresented in the media. Islam is a religion of peace to promote justice and equality. However, I also recognize that some Muslims have used religion to justify acts of terrorism and violence. This is not true Islam, but rather a twisted interpretation of the faith. It is important to separate the true teaching of Islam from those who use it for own purposes.
Thank you, Alan. Now, Martin, as an ETS, what do you think about this issue?
Good day, sir. For me, as an atheist, I believe that religion is often a source of discord and distrust into this world. Religion is based on faith and belief, which can be very different from one person to another. This can lead to conflict and disagreement, particularly when people try to impose their religious belief on others. Moreover, religion has been used throughout history to justify wars, discrimination, and other forms of oppression. While religion can provide comfort and hope to individuals, it can also create division and conflict in society. And that is my take.
Thank you for your opening statements. Now, let's dive into our discussion. John, you mentioned that religion can bring people together and promote peace, but it has also been used to justify hatred and violence. Now, my question, can you provide some examples of how religion can bring people together?
Thank you, sir. So here is an example. So many churches and Christians organizations are involved in humanitarian work, such as providing aid to the poor and the sick. These efforts bring people from different religions together to help those in need. Also, interfaith dialogue and cooperation can promote understanding and respect among different religious groups.
Thank you, John. Alan, as a Muslim, you mentioned in your opening statement that Muslims have used religion to justify acts of terrorism, right? And violence. As a Muslim, how do you respond to critics who argues that Islam promotes violence? Can you tell us?
Thank you, sir. Islam is a religion of peace and teaches us to respect all human beings. Regardless of their religion, those who commit acts of terrorism in the name of Islam are not true Muslims, but rather extremists who have misinterpreted the faith. It is important to separate the true teaching of Islam from those who use it for their own purposes.
Thank you, Alan. Now, Martin, as an ETS, you believe that religion is often a source of discord and distrust in today's world. Now, my question to you, how do you respond to those who argue that religion provides comfort and hope to individuals? Can you elaborate to us?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. For me, as an atheist, it is true that religion can provide comfort and hope to individuals. It can also create division and conflict in society. Religion is based on faith and belief, which we can be very different from one another. This can lead to conflict and discrimination, particularly when people try to impose their religious belief on others. That's my take.
Thank you, Martin. Sam, you haven't spoken yet. Now, what is your opinion on this rule of religion in society? Can you tell us?
Thank you, sir. And it is such a good question. Well, I think that religion can be a source of both unity and division in society. It depends on how people choose to interpret and practice their faith. When religious leaders promote understanding and respect among different religious groups, it can bring people together. In other hand, when people use religion to justify discrimination or violence towards others, it can create division and distrust.
Thank you, Sam. It seems that we have, as we have heard, different perspective on this rule of religion in society. Now, let's move on to our closing statements. Based on the discussion, we hear that, some agree or some disagree. Now, do we now agree or disagree with the issue that religion is a source of discord and distrust in society? John, can you give us your closing statements on this matter?
Thank you, sir. I disagree with the issue. While there are certainly instances where religion has been used to create division and distrust, I believe that religion can also bring people together and promote peace.
Thank you, John, for such very precise closing statements. Now, Alan, what do you think? Can you give us your closing statement on this issue?
Thank you, sir. I agree with John. Religion itself is not the problem, but rather the way it is interpreted and practiced by individuals.
Thank you, Alan. Yes, thank you. That's right. Now, Martin, also, I would like you to give us your closing statement on this issue.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. As an atheist, I still stand by my belief that religion is often a source of discord and distrust into this world.
Thank you, Martin. Now, Sam, what do you have in mind as your closing statement on the issue? Can you tell us?
Thank you, sir. I think that the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Religion can be a source of both unity and division, depend on how it's practiced and interpreted.
Thank you, Sam. And thank you, everyone, for your perspective. And it seems that we have nuanced understanding of the role of religion in society. And so based on the discussion we have heard, it is clear that the question of whether religion is a source of discord and distrust in today's world is a complex issue with varying opinion. We have heard John, as a Christian, believes that religion can bring people together and promote peace, while Alan, as a Muslim, argues that religion is often misunderstood and misinterpreted in the media. And Martin, as an atheist, sees religion as a source of division and conflict in society. And while Sam, as an agnostic, he emphasizes the need for tolerance and mutual respect between different beliefs. So despite their differences in their perspective, our panelists agree that religion can be both a force for good and a source of conflict, depending on how it is practiced and interpreted. It is essential to separate the true teaching of a religion from those who use it for their own purposes and to promote understanding and dialogue between different faiths and belief. Now, in conclusion, my dear friends, while religion can sometimes be a source of discord and distrust, it can also bring people together to promote peace. The truth is that it is now, as individual or as communities, to use religion in a way that foster understanding and respect rather than division and conflict. So thank you everyone for taking time and having this wonderful discussion this morning. And we hope that this discussion that we have just had this morning, it will promote peace and as a common understanding on religion, whether it is, a source of distrust and discord in today's world. Thank you and God bless us all.